This is a demonstration of the tracing teaching tool in the Sonic Math Fundamentals app by Objective Ed. There are two tracing activities, the tracing teaching tool and the tracing game, which is called Stargazer. The tracing teaching tool is where students learn how to trace a sonified line or shape. Students also learn about the big corner, small corner, and intersection sounds. I'm on Select a Sheet screen. To make it easier for students who are learning to trace sonified lines, I'm going to change my options to show only the big lines and big shapes. So I'm going to choose the Size tab, tap down Size, and I'm going to select Big. Now all of the available lines and shapes on the screen are big. Let's select the large green rectangle.
To play without a sheet, double tap with one finger. To play with a tactile sheet, attach it to the screen, then double tap with two fingers to begin calibration.
All right, for this demonstration, I want you to be able to see the screen, so I'm going to choose not to use the tactile overlays. I'm going to use a one finger double tap to start.
Please select a skill type.
Now I'm on the Choose a Skill screen. The options are Tracing, Finding, Sandbox, and Quit Game. Students should first practice finding the lines and shapes with the Finding teaching tool and the Hide and Seek game before moving on to the tracing games. The Sandbox is also available for students who want unlimited time to explore and practice tracing the lines and shapes. Teachers can also use the Sandbox to teach additional concepts, such as counting the number of corners in a shape, or to determine the size or location of the line or shape. Let's select Tracing.
Welcome to the tracing tool. You are going to trace a rectangle. Remember, the green color makes the windy sound, and the big angle makes the drum sound. Swipe down with two fingers to repeat instructions. Tap with one finger to begin the game.
All right, I'm going to begin the game by tapping the screen with one finger.
Now let's find the start point at the top left of the big rectangle.
All right, so I'm going to find the rectangle first. I'm going to kind of start in the top left area and just drag down. There's that windy sound. So now I remember from the Finding game, I am going to move up to the top of the line.
You found the start point. Trace the big green rectangle. If you get lost, try finding the start point again.
All right, so I always teach my students to keep their finger on the screen, so I drag my finger off so you could hear the announcement. I'm going to go back and find that line. There it is. And I'm going to trace down until I hear the drum. There's the drum. That tells me it's a big angle and I need to turn. I'm going to follow that line. If I go off, then I lose my sounds. If I go back to the line, there's my drum. I'm going to continue going up. There's my drum again. I'm going to turn. Now I'm doing this with my eyes closed and I can still follow the line. If I go off, that time I went a little high, I'm going to come back down.
You traced a green rectangle.